Oh!
Let's drain it.
Let's
take
not.
it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Oh, hello,
We could
you.
blow up our warehouse and get away with it. Ah, lick.
I guess we were seen after all, and it was him in the middle and not Beckett. Though
Its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I
similar
want
in appearance at a glance.
Camarilla, fuck.
Holy shit, dudes.
I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us. What are you gonna do? Shoot us?
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort.
Whoa, I want a gun like that.
Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
Ooh, so let's not piss Nines off. He seems like a pretty good guy. We probably have him to thank for being alive. Thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. Bunch of shovelheads like that. They walk tough, but they scare easy. Just tear an ear off or something.
I'll try to keep it in mind. I do remember you from the court, though.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
Alright, I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I'll do my best. Don't know how well I can handle that, seeing as how I know literally nothing about any of this. Now, into a new central hub. I may be wrong. I thought there used to be a van here that sold weapons and such. Is there a map? Yes. Cool. Okay, we are at number 6, which is right outside Lacroix's tower. Empire Arms, Skyline Apartments. Okay, so I guess our first stop should be to say hi to the big man. Or maybe he was right there? Fat Larry, where are you? There's this guy. Lots of rumors about him, which were kind of aided by the devs. His files in the game, when you look him up, say that he is, well, someone very important from a long time ago. They name him Kane. Chunk! What are you doing here, buddy?
Snack cake? What are you doing here? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me, but, anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up? Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
I am so glad we seduced him. I I didn't know what was going on when he called us snack cake, but that is hilarious. Oh, no, we're not going to tell him it's over. Chunk is our main squeeze, no doubt. Mind doing me a favor, Moon Pie, and buzzing me up?
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916, I'm going to have to verify you're supposed to be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
Yeah, I understand, sweetness, but I'm here to see the boss man.
Would that be Sebastian Lacroix of the Lacroix Foundation, or Dwayne Lacroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
What do you think?
Okay then. Mr. Lacroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
And when he described me, did it ring a bell? Oh, I saw you giving me those elevator eyes there. Just feast yourself visually, and I'll give you the real thing a bit later.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Did you just say Chunk? Yes, he did. But to us, you'll always be our little Moon Pie.
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Oh my god. I love you so much, Chunk. We'll see you later, big boy. Oh my god. Chunk, best boyfriend ever in any media. Okay. I guess we're going to the penthouse, because that's the only button we can push. That was a rather instantaneous elevator ride. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel. Two different depictions. Conquistador? Does Lacroix have a conquistador background? Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel. So many versions of Cain killing Abel. Very, very on the nose, aren't you? Hey there, Tiny. Guess we can't talk to you. Let's save just in case we screw something up royally.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes. Did you not hear the explosion?
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
We're not going to turn Mercurio over. He is super trustworthy. Well, the Santa Monica kindred were a little two-faced, but that's about it.
A taste of what's to come. You have no idea. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
I mean, do I even have a choice? What's in it for me?
Don't be so hasty to inflate your own worth. You've succeeded once, very admirable. But in the grand scheme of it all, an infant's stride of progress. If you're looking to make a name for yourself, listen very carefully. There have been whispers, Rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
I mean, just now, yes, from you.
The Dane was found out at sea. The reports say it was without crew, but they have yet to report a fate of said crew. The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Well, interesting. And what exactly do you need me for?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, I didn't slaughter anyone at the warehouse either, up until the bomb exploded. Getting rather good at going undetected.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He said you were right arse. Asked me to visit him at the last round.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
I mean, you're a bit of a prick. I'll go see him right away.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Whatever. I'll do no such thing. Have yourself a lovely evening. Can I take your knife? Looks so lovely. I guess I can't. Alright, so we've been given more work to do. Goodbye, my lovely. Take care of yourself until next time. Alrighty, so now to learn or relearn our way around downtown. Let's see, we don't want to go back to Santa Monica yet. Hello, what's with the biohazard gear? That's the nightclub here. It's, Confessions, I think it's called. Hello. Aren't you cheeky? See, we will go in there eventually. Skyline Apartments. Oh. What's up with you? Guys. Whoa, what? What is going on here?
Huh?
What was that? I have no idea. I've never seen anything like that before. Did the NPCs just aggro on each other? Empire Hotel. So I think I've gone the wrong way. I think it's on the other side of this sort of horseshoe. There's blood everywhere. What are these thugs doing? What the fuck? Oh, that's not blood. That's pain. Oh! Fat Larry, they have stuck you in a corner. Though I guess thematically, it makes sense for you to be down a back alley rather than just out in the middle of the street.
Baby girl, I saw you coming from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mag. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
Absolutely. Larry, I think you're going to be our number 2 squeeze. So, you sell counterfeit basketball jerseys or something?
Counterfeit? Man, I look like one of those peanut-headed rock-smoking brothers selling SHACK shirts they made at their mama's house. I'm the real deal OG man in the alley with what you need. Counterfeit? Why you gotta be like that?
All right. Well, why don't you show me what you're selling then?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, business.
All right, show me the merchandise then, big boy. Okie dokie. Ingram Mac 10. Not really looking for firearms. At least not yet. Heavy clothing, though. Armor rating of 1. No stat penalties for equipping it. What are we wearing? Light clothing, which does nothing. Yeah, we want this. $367. All right, thank you, Larry. I think we have to... Yeah, and my inventory has stopped being cooperative. There we go. Armor rating of 1. And let's see how this looks. Cool. Sort of like, can't really, I was hoping we could rotate around. Got like corduroys and a knit sort of top jacket. Maybe like padded armor in something like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, and then a beanie. All right, cool. Thank you, Larry. I'm sure we will be visiting you again. What are you guys up to? Is it possible that the AIs have been infected with like a rogue virus or whatever? Yeah, I think... Oh, I was on the wrong side. I think this used to be Fat Larry's van right here. But I guess the Plus patch thought that that was not a great place for him to be located. All right, so let's head over in this direction. We'll be going in there eventually too. That's sort of a little side quest. Try to remember where things are down here. Hallowbrook Hotel. Got a back alley. What's this? One of these places are... There it is. Let's stop in and say hello to the Tremere Regent too, while we're in the neighborhood. If I remember correctly though, it may be a bit of a pain to get in here. I'm pretty sure only actual Tremere can go up there. Alright, save it. Yeah, so this is a maze. Left and back to the... So do we alternate? I can't remember exactly what the trick to this is. Oh, okay, so left, right, oh wait, did I get where I was? Hello. Thaumaturgical creatures? Is this a skill book? Gargoyles. Written by E. Bankins, Regent of Chicago. Gargoyles. During the medieval conflict with the Tzimisce, those are flesh weavers. They can, like, actually change the shape of living things, including themselves, which undead. You know, they can mold flesh. Just leave it at that. Clan Tremere delved further into secret blood magics and created a race of protectors known as gargoyles. Since their inception, gargoyles have been used as scouts, warriors, and sentries. Gargoyles are monsters, vampires by virtue of the blood and flesh through which they are created. Okay. They are no more than the detritus of other clans, given a second chance to serve their Tremere creators. So they're made from other vampires? Unfortunately, many have wrongfully come to view their service as slavery and have fled their masters in search of some delusional utopia. Most escaped gargoyles live in isolation, preferring solitude to even the company of their own kind. Sounds like propaganda to me. Falsely believe they're slaves. If they feel like they're slaves, then they're fucking slaves. Homunculi. We going Full Metal Alchemist here? For the most menial and mindless tasks, many Tremere create what is called a homunculus. These are mindless creatures which take many forms, winged, many-legged, or otherwise. Homunculi are unfailingly loyal, but their appearance makes them a serious threat to breaking the Masquerade. Are they actually mindless? So the Tremere can do some flesh crafting as well, then? So that's not a skill book. Interesting. Okay. So is here where we're going? Okay, see, I thought that was the door back out. So we got it on the very first try. But I'm glad I mistakenly thought that we didn't. Otherwise, we wouldn't have found that book. Another depiction of Cain and Abel. Lilith, maybe? Cain, I'm guessing? This is a big, fancy place, dude.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yeah, I got it. Assuming that you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
So you are the Tremere Primogen. And what exactly is a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. And you're a regent? What exactly is that? No, we're going to do the second one. I'm new around here, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
All right, I appreciate the advice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Oh dear, we got one of those here in real life too. Yeah, what's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
It just wants us to go just full slang on him. Sure, let's try it. Dude, that shit is whack.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Well, maybe I could look into it for you.
an interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
Will you now? Well, I guess we'll just figure out what you owe me when I get back.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
Oh, yeah, I was heading there before I stopped off here. Just saw your purple glowy light coming from the upstairs window and wanted to know what sort of a rave you had going on in here. Before I go, though, why don't you tell me a little bit about the Camarilla?
The Camarilla? It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Just a code, you say? Can I ask you a few more questions?
Surely. What else would you like to know?
So, what do you think of the prince? He's a right prick, isn't he?
Lacroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
So you don't like him? Oh, we can try to persuade him. Here's the thing, though. Are you calling the prince a neonate? He's a prince neonate. Or is he a prince and I'm the neonate? I know it's the latter because of the commas and all, but it's trying to be a bit funny. All right, you can trust me. What is your true opinion?
Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian Lacroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla.
Oh, I do too. Perhaps you think you could do a better job? I'm not going to say he presents a disloyalty.
No, young one. I aspire not to such lowly heights. My only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla.
In that order?
You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can see already.
I mean, I've already done pretty well for myself, but I appreciate the compliment. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Well, why aren't the Anarchs part of the Camarilla?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
What about Nines, though? Some might say that he shows a bit of leadership. Also, I've heard he's rather beautiful, though a bit skinny for my tastes. The last thing I need is a bunch of geezers telling me what's up. Do have one more question, though, about the Camarilla.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
We know all vampires are not, but we want all the information.
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla, and the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
I mean, you could say that. Good thing their Nines was around to help me out.
Ah, yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
Aye, that was my thought too.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in Lacroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Your purposes and the prince's are not the same. That's what you're saying?
Lacroix is a prince, neonate, and eventually...
All right. Well, how Machiavellian of you. I'll see you around. Very cool. What is this? It's like a wind-up key in the fireplace. Maybe it's to open the flue, so you don't have to reach up in there? Okay, well, we've met the Tremere Regent. There could be other things lost in this maze in here that I don't remember. Back to here. So going continually left gets us to him every time. Oh, and so does that. Can I get out to the right this time? Alright, so that's the way out. This takes us to the book room. Okay, I guess that's all there is. Let's head on over to the last round.